Hey everyone, I'm Zach. I'm here with fellow Media Junction team members Shane and Sammy to talk a little bit about Inbound 2018. Our preparations here are in full swing, and we thought we'd take some time to share some tips that will be helpful as you prepare for the Inbound event, especially if it's your first time out in Boston. So let's get into it. Shane, let's start with some packing, getting ready. What are the things that I for sure want to have as I'm heading off to Inbound?
Yeah, so number one is definitely comfy shoes. It's not a time to look cute. You're going to be walking, you're going to be standing a lot. So definitely make sure you have those comfy shoes so your dogs are not howling at the end of the day. And then you're also going to want to bring your chargers with you for your computer, your laptop. You're going to want to check in on things in the office, share things that you learned in your sessions. So you want to make sure that you have the battery life and it's not dying at the worst time possible.
Yeah, definitely. Another thing you can do in preparation, there is an app. Make sure that you download it. There's so much information on it regarding sessions, where to eat, other things like that. There's a map on there so you know where you're going. It's really great. Download it and look over it before you get there.
Yeah, absolutely. And as far as sessions go, if you're traveling with colleagues and other team members, think about dividing and conquering on the sessions. Your main keynotes, some of the other bigger sessions you're going to be going to as a team, and that's awesome. But the more that you can divide and conquer, the more different types of information you can take back to the office with you guys.
Yeah, definitely. And when you are dividing and conquering, there are times where you are going to be by yourself. So when you are by yourself, kind of take advantage of it. Don't just sit there and not talk to anyone. Be social. Start conversations with other people. If you don't know what to say, great excuse. Hey, is this your first time coming to Inbound? If it is, oh, cool. How was last year? Little things like that can really go a long way.
Absolutely. And then, another thought for sessions would be think about one specific takeaway that you can glean from a talk or session that you're going to. Sometimes there'll be information that isn't always 100% applicable to you. Maybe the whole session isn't exactly just for you, but if there's one big takeaway that you can take, that's helpful information that you can bring back to the team, to others that you're working with. And don't be afraid to ask questions too, especially in the smaller sessions. There will be Q&As, time for that with the speaker themselves, and that's a great way to glean extra information that wasn't included in the initial session.
Yeah, and you can only take away so much from the sessions if you're not taking care of yourself. Stay hydrated, make sure you're eating, hit up the food trucks out on the lawn, but the lines can be a little bit heinous, so save time for that. And then don't forget about the food trucks in front of the convention center. Those lines are often a lot shorter than the others, so don't forget about them. And then, as you're heading to sessions, bring snacks, fill up your water bottle, things like that. But do be cognizant of the type of wrapper that your snacks are in. They might be a little bit loud, maybe unwrap them ahead of time so that before the session actually starts.
Yeah, definitely. You want to stay focused during those sessions. So, there are going to be times when you are live tweeting and being on Instagram and things like that. But make sure you are paying attention while you're in the session. Kind of find that happy medium, a little bit paying attention to what you want to learn, and then also being able to live tweet and other things like that. With that being said, social media is a big part of Inbound. Find the hashtag. Make time to do that, but make sure you're setting aside time to do that, so it's not interfering with the sessions and what you're learning.
And then as far as note-taking and documenting what's happening in the sessions, I would say don't feel overwhelmed to capture every single thing that the speaker is saying. Maybe think of a couple of high-level points or some big takeaways that really applied to your work or that were meaningful to you. That's a great way to keep what could be an overwhelming talk and trying to capture everything to very simplistic information.
Yeah, and at the end of a long day of sessions, your mind's kind of reeling, so take some time to relax. Hit up the parties, go to the restaurants, mingle with people, but make sure you are bringing your badge and your lanyard with you. It's often required to get into these places, and you don't want to be running back to your room after a long day of sessions. So make sure you have it with you and don't feel weird. There's 20,000 other people with the lanyard around their neck too.
Yeah, speaking of 20,000 people, there's a ton of people at Inbound this year. Take advantage of it. Make sure that you're networking with people at all times, any chance that you get. You're going to have some great conversations with a lot of great people. Take advantage of it.
So those are some of the tips that we came up with here at Media Junction. We'd love to hear from you if you think there's others that you would add to the list. Feel free to comment and add those. We'd love for there to be a wealth of information for people to look at as they're getting ready for Inbound, especially if it's their first time. And as far as Media Junction goes, we'll be there. There'll be 17 of us wearing these blue jackets, so look for us. We'll be around. And we'll also have a booth really close to HubSpot HQ. So come by, say hello. We'd love to see you there.
Yeah, see you.